Hello everyone, I'm back for another pour and I'm holding the phone like a selfie because I wanted to show you guys Juno. So he is taking his little nap. Hi buddy. He's like, Mommy, don't bother me, I'm tired. So yeah. So I figured I would let him lay down instead of me picking him up. There's his toys, and he loves laying on that towel. So for anyone who's been asking, he is doing so much better. So he's finally doing good, and he's on meds, last dose of meds, and they're actually working. They finally found meds that are working for him. So couple more days I'd say and he'll be done with those, and then he is perfect. So that being said, let's move on to what I'm doing tonight. So let me put you up on my tripod without making a mess or dropping anything. All right, so tonight I wanted to try something different for a change. So for those of you who are expecting a Dutch pour, sorry, no Dutch pour tonight. What I've been watching a lot of and I'm absolutely fascinated with is the cloud effect pour, like the tree ring pour. And from what I know, it was Melly D who created it. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure it was Melly D. But the person whose videos I've been watching the most and learning is actually Gina DeLuca. So I know she does them as well. So I've been watching a lot of her videos as well. So I'm gonna give this a try. Do I have any idea what I'm doing? Nope. Have I watched a gazillion videos and tried to, figure out everyone's, ratios and mediums and this and that? Yup. Did I follow any of it? Nope. I'm not one to follow rules. If you already saw my videos, you know I don't have ratios. You know I don't measure anything. I honestly can't be bothered. I like trial and error, so that's what I'm gonna do. Trial and error. I do know that you need, well, everyone uses different stuff. So I am using paint, Floetrol, a smidge of Liquitex pouring medium, just a few drops, and of course the magic ingredient of Deco Art satin enamel. Now, the colors I'm using, starting from darkest to lightest, is Academy's Phthalo Blue, and then I have Copper by Artist Loft, followed by, what's this? Primary Blue Liquitex Basics, and then I have Brilliant Blue by Liquitex Basics, and finally I have Artist Loft Light Blue. So in all of these four colors, I have 2 parts Floetrol, 1 part paint, a couple of drops of the Liquitex pouring medium, and then water to thin it out to make it really thin. Because apparently for these kind of pours, it has to be very, very thin. Now, in the last color, I have Floetrol, the paint, and then the satin enamel. I don't know how much. I just took my popsicle stick and dripped like, I don't know, a bunch of drips in there. I didn't measure it. So that's what's in there, and a little bit of water to thin it out. So this is the only color that has the satin enamel in it. I hear and I've seen, and you may have seen my video where I tried the Dutch pour with the satin enamel, and I put satin enamel in all the colors, and the white just took over, like completely took over, because I had it in everything. So I didn't put any in these colors, I just put it in that color. This color is my Phthalo Blue, and this will be my base. So in here, I just have Floetrol and paint. I didn't put anything else in it. There's no water, there's no pouring medium. I just mixed Floetrol and paint just so that I can cover my canvas for that. And I have my lovely, oops, got water on it. My spatula, so got water on my canvas. And where's my cup? I don't have my pouring cup. 1 second. It would help if I had something to pour out of. Now, I have an actual plastic one from the dollar store, but that's in the basement. Talk about being prepared, so I'm just gonna use this glass one. All right, so I'm going to start with laying down, and let me see if I can show you. I'll show you with this color how drippy the paint is. So let's see if you can see how it just flows right off the stick and doesn't form a mound. That's what you want apparently. So it's got to be really runny. I made a lot of that color. That's way too much. But anywho, like I said, guys, this is the first time I'm doing this. I have no idea what I'm doing. I've watched a lot of videos and, you know, everyone does it differently. I know Molly from Molly's Artistry, she's done a few and those have turned out really great. And I've talked to Molly about how she does her paint mixing, but again, I have issues with following instructions, so if this fails, then that'll be my fault. But you know, I just want to try and see if I can figure it out on my own, right? Like, I mean, might as well try. All right. So, like, I mean, this doesn't have to be perfect, obviously, because I'm gonna tilt the paint all off anyway. Oh, I'm gonna knock everything over too, apparently. All right, so I'm going to just make sure I get all my edges. Wow, usually I have white paint all over my hands. Not used to having blue everywhere. All right. This should be good. Don't think it matters if it's perfect or not. All right, so I am, whoa. Oh, I guess I probably should have taken those off. Oh well, probably won't come off now. My fingers are probably swollen. All right, now pop the bubbles. Okay, so what we want to do is you're going to pour, can you see that there? Yeah, we're going to pour everything in. So I'm going to start with this color, obviously. I may even have way too much paint. Like, I mean, I probably do. This is a 12 by 12 canvas. I didn't want to do a really big one for the first time because I don't know what I'm doing. So, all right, so from what I've seen on other videos, is you're gonna pour it where the spout is so that it drips down the side. And what you wanna do is you want it to sink from what I've seen. So let me see if I can do this so you guys can see, but you kinda want it to sink. So I guess you wanna pour it high, I guess, and quick to make it sink. That obviously didn't sink too much, so let's try this one and see what happens. There we go. So there goes the blue. That just pretty much almost all sank, which is what I've seen Gina DeLuca do. So this one I'm not gonna pour it all because this is way too much paint, guys. Way too much paint. So I wish I had done that with the copper, but anywho. All right, and now the magic color that's supposed to make all the magic happen is the blue. So, all right. So there we have it. What's going on in there? Nothing, I can't even see. All right, there's so much paint in there, it's ridiculous. Way too much paint. Okay, cross your fingers, wish me luck. I'm gonna start pouring a puddle in the middle and see what happens. Oh my God, this is so much paint, it's not even funny. Way too much paint. I'm gonna have to tilt a lot of this off because this is just stupendous amount of paint. Ooh, there's my light blue, it's so pretty. Wow, way too much paint, Kanella. But like I said, trial and error, and you want to make sure you catch the drip. Don't pull away and let it drip all the way across. You don't want to do that. It's going to ruin your rings. Wow, this kind of looks cool. I'm excited. All right, is that silly? All right, I'm going to torch it. I'm going to pop all the bubbles. All right, so what I've seen in Gina's videos is she starts tilting. Now this is the most boring part ever. And I'm not very good at editing and I'm not very good at all that stuff, so I can't really speed it up. So if you want to fast forward, feel free. So what I've noticed Gina do is she takes her canvas and tilts ever so slowly. She will start in circles, 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 and every time she gets to a corner, she'll come back and center it, and then go to the next corner, come back and center it, and then so on and so forth. So I will try and bring it up as close as possible. I hope you guys can see that. So patience is not my virtue. I swear to God, I do not have patience for this kind of stuff, but I don't want to ruin this. So I am going to take my time with this. I really don't want to ruin it. I'm loving the center colors. I don't know if you can see it, but the center looks like a gold rose. I can't even believe it. Like, it looks really cool. So feel free to fast forward, or you can sit and listen to me talk. So what's new and exciting in your lives? No, I'm just kidding. So I'm going to bring it slowly, slowly all the way around. I'm loving the center. It's unbelievable. Totally loving the center. I'm really gonna have to drip a lot of this paint off though, because that is just way too much paint. And if I leave all that paint on here, it is sure to likely crack. It will likely crack for sure. So keep it going. This is tiring, and I only have a 12 by 12 canvas. I can't imagine doing like a massive canvas. Oh my gosh. All right. And then, so while I'm doing this, I'll tell you guys a funny story. So Mr. Puppy over here, he's been finally doing well for the last week. And, we're really excited because, he's back to being healthy and, having his regular bowels, which is what his issue was. And so Saturday we had a birthday party to go to at some friend's house. And that's the party where I went and I did that Dutch pour for the little 8-year-old girl. So anywho, we went there and I had him on a leash the entire time because it's a new house. Last thing I need is him to pee or poo in someone else's house. So I had him on a leash the entire time and he was such a good boy. And then we were out on the back deck, all the adults, and I had him, free. He was allowed to roam around because the deck was all, he couldn't get off. And at one point, one little child, one of the children, decided to open the door to the kitchen and he saw an opportunity to make a run for it. So he does, and he runs into the kitchen. So I'm gonna bring it back to the center, just like so, right in the center, and now I'm gonna tilt to the corner. So anywho, he makes a run for it. My poor husband goes running after him because, you know, there's all kinds of stuff all over the floor. Kids' toys, crumbs, cake, food. You know, it's a party. It's got like 6, 7, and 8-year-olds, right? Well, doesn't he grab one of those squishy, mushy toys? What are they called? Moj. I don't even know. Biggest, just one of those toys. It's a really squishy thing. And he grabs it and starts eating it. My husband tried really hard to get it out of his mouth and no luck. It was so slimy with his saliva and everything. He just couldn't get it out. Next thing you know, he swallows it. And I'm thinking to myself, dear God, we finally got this puppy healthy and now he swallowed a kid's toy. And so I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, more vet bills. What if it doesn't come out? What if he needs surgery to have it removed? I'm thinking, dear God, what are we gonna do? So of course I take to Facebook and I ask, you know, my community, what would you do? What happens? Of course, half the people are like, oh my God, take him to Emerge. You know, all this and that. It's not good for him. He can get really sick. And then the other half are like, my dog's eating socks and underwear and he, you know, poops it out, so he'll be fine. So I was, you know, thinking, all right, well, maybe he'll poop it out. And sure enough, the next day in the early evening, taking him for a walk, and guess what came out? Needless to say, I was extremely excited to see poo. Like, you'd never think one person would be that excited to see poop. But I was very excited. So luckily and thankfully, that all came out. So that is my Juno story from the weekend. And so anywho, I'm really liking the white here in the center. So, like, I mean, this was my center. And maybe I shouldn't do that. I don't want to drip on my painting. But this was my center, but I'm really loving this. So I'm going to tilt it some more. My center is now gone. And I want all that in the middle. So I'm hoping you can see what on earth I'm doing. It is extremely hard to tilt and keep the camera angle. All right. I think I'm going to leave it at that. I kind of like it. I think it looks really cool. So, got my shadow in there. Oh my God, not cool. But you know, look at this, completely covered, and yet my diamonds are clean. Like, oh my God, this is crazy. All right. So, from what I know, this is supposed to, you know, it changes as it's drying. So, in about half hour, it's supposed to look like completely different. So that'll be interesting to see, but I am loving this. This looks like the galaxy to me, like intergalactic or something like that. Like, it's actually really cool. Oh my God, I'm a complete mess, you guys. I cannot believe what is going on here on my hands. Okay, I really should have taken off my rings. That's ridiculous. Okay, so I am just cleaning off my hands here. Oh, this is so amazing. Okay, so now you know I'm gonna have to try it in like all the colors, in purples and maybe greens and golds and coppers and bronze. Ooh, gold, copper, and bronze. How cool would that be? All right. I'm gonna bring you in for a close-up, and oh dear God, I hope I don't do the same oopsie I did the other day by dropping my phone into my paint, because this would suck if I dropped this. This took me a long time to prep all the paints. It took a while. So I'm gonna bring you down for a close-up, and then in about an hour, I'll take a picture of it and then tack it on to the end of my video. So then that way you guys can see what the difference is after a little while. Now, I don't think you torch it, because you only torch it at the beginning and then that's it. So I'm gonna leave it, I'm not gonna torch it, and I'm going to take my phone off the tripod. So here we go. Okay, Thank God for that. It's like a scary thing for me now. All right, so let's do it this way. I'll start off out here, but look how cool that is. I am so excited. This is super neat. I have a feeling I'm going to be doing a few more of these in my future. I foresee some more cloudy effects in my near future. So, let me see if I can go really close without it auto-focusing everywhere and without that shadow. Where's the gold? Is it, yeah, there we go, focused. There's some gold there. And then there, I hope that's focusing. It's very hard to tell, but anywho. So there it is. What do you guys think about that? So that is my first try, and I am pretty pleased with it, and I love blue. Like, I mean, it's so cloudy. I can't even, yeah, I love it. I love it. All right, so there it is. Let me know what you guys think. I know you guys love the Dutch pour, but I really wanted to try something different. So let me know what you think. Give it a thumbs up if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Ding. I need a bell, like a real bell. Ding, 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 ding. So hit the bell if you want to be notified every time I post new videos or go live, because I do go live sometimes. And all my links to a lot of the things I use are listed below, and you can just click on that and go shopping on Amazon. And you know, all my other links, my Etsy, my PayPal link for anyone who would like to donate and help me purchase supplies and keep this channel going. You know the drill. And that's it. So thank you very much for watching. I will be back with another pour one day soon. Probably another one of these in maybe purple, because this is super cool. And that's it. Love you guys. Thanks for watching. And where's the little sleepy guy? Oh, where is he? Oh, there he is. Out cold. Probably should have taken his harness off after our really long walk, but he was super exhausted. Look at him, little turkey. Oh, sorry, mister. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Love you lots. Bye.